I feel like a shit that you don't control probably smells worse.
Smoke. It's like, why do they even make... Because they make the transparent kind of window sealing thing. I bought it fresh out of college. It's not expensive.
No.
It seems like an extra fuck you to use. What is that, opaque? You can't...
Yeah, there were drop cloths. There was plastic drop cloths. I think it was just what they had. Because when I called them, they were like, well, everyone else in the building's like super hot. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, man, so I'm sure. And then...
You're also on the top floor, aren't you? You're up there.
Uh-huh.
He's on the top floor. It docks you immediately.
4403. But no, he... when he called, he was like, What do you estimate the temperature is? You say like high 60s? I think you just want me to do like the legal amount. Yeah, whatever amount.
So you'd say it's livable then?
Yeah, exactly.
Survivable?
And I was like, I'm feeling it getting actively cold right now. Last night I was in like sweatpants and a shirt. I was like telling you what I was wearing, which is cool.
What are you wearing?
Yeah, like, and then this morning I'm like putting on more layers. Yeah, I'm trying to be chaste. And then he was like, oh, okay, so low 60s. Like, you just don't want me to get to the 50s, I think. I literally was like, I don't know. I don't know how to guess. It's cold.
He prices righted you a little bit.
Yeah. He knew.
Let's do, that's actually a good scene, is like, let's just, you have no heat. That's just all we know about this scene. Eric's got no heat.
Wait, are we putting this in a church context? Add on this? Or like...
yeah, it's okay. Actually, that's even better. There's no heat in the sanctuary.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
I'm starting to get pissed off a little bit, Darlene.
It's just not fair. I come here, they expect me to be wearing my dresses, and if there is a breeze coming up my dress...
That's a great point. Because we're supposed to... we bring it every Sunday. Everyone knows that.
They have us sitting in the front with the big dresses and the big hats, and they know it's going to be a distraction, but they...
Zero coincidence. We are a huge part of the draw here, and I'm not about to be like a Green Bay Packers cheerleader, just in a coat.
No, they're not gonna put me on the sideline just because it's cold out.
You know what they say? You can't wear a windbreaker in the Lord's house because you don't break wind in the Lord's house.
Because you don't break wind in the Lord's house. God does not like farts.
Name one fart in the good book.
You can't. There is no Aramaic word for fart.
Folks, it's Holy Smokes, where we smoke weed and tell Bible stories. My name is Scoochie Boochie. I'm with my buddy Eric. How you doing?
Good. I love, my favorite thing to do is to call out some random things about the church. So.
See, this is great. So Will we had on, he had not much of a religious background. You, on the other hand, are like me. You this shit in you, not on you. You've been around.
This shit not new.
Well, how would you describe your religious background? Like,
I was a super zealous Christian in high school because I became a Christian in high school to the point where I was going to become a youth pastor, and chose my school because of that, and made it 2 years into a youth ministry program. So I was right on the cusp.
Yeah, and I like that because a lot of people who are radly into it like that, it's because they were born into it, and it's been that's a good thing, coaching into them the whole time. I find your case very interesting, high school, rad, dude, about it, amazing.
I mean, you just have a friend who's very religious, and the family was like, you can stay the night, but you have to come to church with us in the morning, that kind of thing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Worked for me, and got me there and got me saved. So that's the most important part.
Clutch, dude.
Yeah.
Clutch as fuck.
That family is clutch.
I mean, yeah.
If I could do the finger thing with my hand, like a baseball team play, I would definitely do that. Fuck yeah, dude. That family's fucking clutch.
Dude, I can't do this. I can't do a tooth whistle. I can't do, I feel like any of the stuff that, guys that can drive boats do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no blue-collar sound-making abilities. But noise creation is not blue-collar at all.
Turkey gobble, duck call.
Yeah, friggin', I can do an owl call with, the next step up. That's, cool. We have to use instruments most of the time. We do classical cello calls. That's pretty.
I'm a city boy. We have a piccolo.
Did you ever feel really, really good about your ability to do a mouth trumpet? Do you ever practice it? And it's
you feel cool for about 30 seconds,
and you get to a point where you're I'm actually the best trumpet player alive.
I play any note.
You can in your head it sounds like a blues trumpet, and then
and then you hear it from the outside, and it just sounds like an insane person.
You just go.
Dude, that's do you ever see August Rush?
No.
A movie that we watched, I think, in Bible class, but wasn't overtly Christian, about a kid that would smack a guitar.
Okay, yeah.
He was like an orphan phenom who would hang out in the fields in the waves of grain, fucking vibe. I don't know if he was blind or just vibey, but he learned to play guitar by fucking smacking it. And I feel like everyone in our class at one point found a guitar and was like, and you feel like August Rush for like 15 seconds before you realize you can't sustain or come up with anything, and it's just like mouth trumpet.
Yeah, and then you're just like, let me do Smoke on the Water. No matter what, you always do that. Or
I learned Seven Nation Army.
Yep.
Smoke on the Water. Yeah. Speaking of smoke, it's too easy. Let's cast lots and see who's going to tell a Bible story first. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining me. I got a 5.
A 1.
All right. Which, without looking, should I do Bible 1 or Bible 2?
2.
All right, we're going back to my same one I've been using, the Precious Moments Bible.
Yeah.
Shout out to the kid who used to own this.
Is there a name in it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to dox them too.
No, come on.
I only dox my best friends. That's what I do. Where is it? All right. Yeah. Okay, and who it's from. Bleep it. Me later. It's kind of like I got fucked up with aunt and aunt a while back. It's like, and it made me realize, like, is aunt pretentious? But I feel like some of my aunts are aunts and some of my aunts are aunts. Like,
I think it has to do with the way that the next word sounds. Like Aunt Rosalind. Aunt Rosalind? You know,
yeah.
Like,
We got Aunt Nancy.
Aunt Nancy?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a very,
but it's Aunt Joyce.
I have a Chicago. I got Aunt Debbie.
Oh, that's fucking potato salad, grape pop,
Come on,
brat right
Aunt
there.
Debbie.
Debbie.
Get my Italian beef, Aunt Debbie.
So I'm in Genesis 3. We've got Adam and Eve.
Oh, with the fall of man.
We're in the garden. Yeah. Your episode's called The Fall of Man. Way to go, dude.
Hell yes.
Literally.
Wait, hold on. This is so not related to this, but
Please.
I went on a date on Thursday, and I was nervous, and I kept saying, hell yeah, brother. And the first couple times, it was like, ironically as a bit, but then I was locked in, I couldn't stop saying it. So like time 4, he was like, do you say that? And I was like, I promise I don't.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, kept going, hell yeah, brother. Oh no. And it just kept coming out, and he clocked it, and then it became a bit, and I hated it so much. Now I keep saying hell yeah, and it's in my head going, brother.
Dude, I have that with calling people boss casually, because like I feel like you have to have a certain kind of BDE to call people boss. Like, I got a coworker that calls people boss. Like, what's up, boss? How can I help you, boss? And I feel like if I did it, I would sound like a lackey at an old newspaper. Like, boss, we're running. That's my
Hey,
voice.
boss, what do you need from me? Yeah, they think you're
Hey, boss. Please, boss. Don't sack me. I got a wife.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I think it was mostly because you were saying it scratching your head is the real reason why. Yeah.
Hey, boss. Dude, I got Mr. Bean the other day in terms of I got into a situation that I feel like would be on his show. I was, this guy asked to see, like, do you have this, like, a 9 and a 10 of this shoe? And I was like, let me go check and go in the back. I come back and I'm like, I got this, which is similar, and I got this in a 10 and a half, and try these. And there's like a weird pause, and I turn around, and it's a dude with his back to me, and he goes, you talking to me? And I was like, haha, yeah. And he's like, I didn't ask you, that wasn't me, I don't think. And it was, dude, I swear, the same height of a guy, I think also bald, and they just swapped spots. It was like a part of an Impractical Jokers episode that no one intended. And then and he was like, I thought you were just a really aggressive salesman. Like, you just came out like, I got a 9, I got a
I got a this for you. Who wanted my shoe?
He's like, does that work sometimes? You just throw out some sizes and shoes, and the nearest people are like, oh, sweet.
All right, I'm a 9, I got it. He clocked me.
This guy looked at my feet, said 9s. Wow. I got those.
Got it. All right, we're in the fall of man.
Anyways, the fall of man. So we got Adam and Eve. Eve just got made, and that's why marriage is a thing. The snake was sneakier than any of the other wild animals.
Right off the bat.
Dude, I'm just realizing I forgot to read this. It's episode 3, and I've already failed to do really the main part of this. Can we just take 10 and I just read it? Yep. I feel like that'll help. All right. We'll be right back. All right. I value your time. So the snake's sneaky as hell, and it comes up to the woman. It's like, so did God tell you not to eat from any of the trees? And she's like, well, there's one tree. Well, there's 2 trees. Tree of life and tree of the knowledge of good and evil. I don't know what good and evil is, so to me it's just the knowledge of blark and bloop. Fucking, I guess the tree that's gonna tell me what two things are. I'm not supposed to eat that fruit. Snake's like, okay, word, but that's because the knowledge of good and evil, you're gonna know good and evil. You're not gonna die. You'll be like God. You'll know the two things that God knows. And she's like, I like this translation says, the woman stared at the fruit. It looked beautiful and tasty.
What precious moments, Bob Miller. It's a good fruit.
You know how yummy style? And kids like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You know how when we have snack?
Like, this one wasn't icky.
So she wanted the wisdom, so she ate it, and then this version says her husband was there with her, so she gave him some too, and he ate it. I like that he was just kind of spacing out, just hanging out. He was just scratching his nuts.
Well, I also think that not many translations say husband. They don't immediately refer to, they really are stressing that they were married. They're about to be naked, so we need you to know, husband.
Yeah, that too. It is so weird for me, the two layers of not only going back and reading this stuff a lot of for the first time in a long time, but this translation is different from what I'm used to. So every verse is like, well, that's not how which is kind of fun. It's like a double new lens on it. Yep. And they eat it. First thing when they eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, it's like, oh my god, our genitals are out, dude. Gross.
Exactly.
Which to me, is that saying that if you know evil, you shouldn't have that hog out.
It is a very early thing of being like, that thing down there is to be shameful. So that's good. It's in the precious moments that they really hit that too.
And their hogs were unspeakable.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to take steps. They knew evil when they saw it.
They looked at it like, gross. Wow. Okay, something's going on there.
People went, eee! Yeah.
Hey, husband.
Whoa, nice cock.
Yeah.
I don't know why Eve sounds like the guy who reads the ads on ESPN.
Yeah.
PTI is brought to you by Adam's cock. So they make fig pants, and then they hear God walking in the garden, so they hide in some trees.
Does this say it's fig leaves?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been a part of the discussions where they're like, well, it probably wasn't an apple for the fall of man thing? Do we not just settle on it being figs? What?
That's a good point.
I've heard pomegranates, stuff like that.
The forbidden fig.
But yeah, they reference a fig right after this.
The forbidden fig. Oh, that's ASMR. So then they're also just hiding in the bushes from God is really funny.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Yep.
They did the Fortnite hay or Assassin's Creed where you jump in a bale of hay to the Lord.
Yeah, the guy just walking through the garden. Yeah, it's all this is because you can't not see God as just a dude with a beard, but it's this.
Yeah, they hear him walking up the path and they hop in the bushes. They hit the cover button.
Yeah.
It's also a gaming podcast.
The cover button.
Yeah, dude. They hit the Gears of War to take cover. And Lord's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I was naked. Heard you. I was scared and I hid." And the guy's like, "How'd you know you were naked, bro? Who told you, dude?"
It's so bad at hiding it.
I'm naked now. Okay, why do you know that? She gave me the fruit. He blames her. So it says it really mean in this translation. There's a woman you put here with me. She gave me some of the fruit. What's her face? The only other human.
She calls him husband, and then he goes, "The woman who with me."
And the Lord's like, "What'd you do?" And she's like points fingers at the snake. He's like, "She did." She's like, "Snake made me." And so the first thing God does, he's like, first of all, fuck this snake.
Yep.
You are a piece of shit. Now you're crawling your stomach. You eat dirt. You and this woman and her kids are gonna hate you. You're gonna get smashed. You're gonna bite them. It's gonna suck to be a snake. That's rule one of creation. What you got?
Yeah, cursed are you above all the livestock is a killer way to start a curse too.
Yeah.
It's you were up there with the cows and now you're the worst. He's got some real flex. His curses are cool.
Yeah, you could have been cows, man. People love cows. They're the only animal that we love we like dogs, and we love they're cute, and we fucking eat that shit as well.
Yep, we got it.
If we get sponsored by beef, that'd be a good end game for this podcast. Big beef.
Big beef. Do you want to do a Bible podcast? First of all, is that something you want? Do you want it to be one where we're actually kind of anti-Bible?
Yeah. We make light of it for sure.
Yeah, depending on how you want to sell it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
I feel like beef is definitely not. If you're pro beef, you're often pro Christ. I feel like they're on the same team for sure.
Well, there's got to be like one of those Jesus T-shirts where it's like got beef.
Yeah.
With God, like whatever. I don't know.
But then it's some.
We have the beef. That's not one.
Where's the beef?
Where's
Where's the beef? But it's like where's the prayer?
Where's your beef with Jesus?
Dude, that's such a ripe category. It's like it'd be the Coca-Cola logo, but it just says Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
Christ our Lord, or like it has to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me think.
The Mountain Dew ones were classic.
Yeah.
Like it was like died for you, like he died for you.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Or like it's kind of in the same category of like zombie eat flesh with the Subway logo. But to Christify it too, it's pretty impressive, honestly. There's pretty good writing on some of those.
No, that don't.
Build forward.
Yeah.
I had to nab one. I was like, maybe I'll think of one by the end.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm staring at this. I forgot. This is the story lamp. When someone's telling a story, I turn on the lamp.
What's almost done?
It's also touch activated, so feel free to boop it at any time because
Okay,
it's fun. Boop, boop, and I'm done. Boop. I'm all set. Oh, boop. Okay. And I'm done. Boop. And boop. Okay. Boop, and we're done. Boop. Boop. Okay. The snake's gonna suck, and then he says to the woman, childbirth's gonna suck, and your husband's gonna roll over you. And then he's like to the man, hey, work's gonna suck. Tilling the earth, it's just gonna suck, dude, because you were made out of dirt, and you'll go back to dirt. And I feel like this whole story is like, it answers two of the biggest questions that any human would have, which is like, why does fucking making crops suck so much? And why does giving birth hurt so bad, bro? This is bullshit.
Yeah. They like people keep having babies, and these newly humans are just like, they're just like, this is we know to have sex and make babies, and then the baby comes, and it's the most painful, awful thing of all time.
You're like, hey, body, you told me this feels so good, so I kept doing it.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting fucking exploded.
Right.
You tricked me.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Also, like crazy that the reason our babies come out so helpless is because they would destroy your insides if they got bigger. Like other people, giraffes come out and they just start walking immediately.
Yeah.
And they're like, their wombs are better suited for like whatever giraffe is looking on. Like that kind of thing. Ours is like, we split you in half for a while, and we have to we're gonna pull back on that. Your babies are so strong, but
I'm trying to think of a good food analogy where you like kind of cook it, and then maybe it's like seared. It's like you pan sear the outside, and then you put it in the oven for a while. But the oven is when you're after you're born. Nailed it. Also, I don't know what to do with this, but no womb in the end.
That part was brought to you by.
That part was brought to you by Big Beef.
Big Beef. Big Beef. Sear it and put it in the oven.
Big Beef. You know how babies
You
hurt?
know how babies get older when they're outside of your body? That's an oven cooked beef.
So you know how it's good when you have a son? You like beef?
You know, the Maillard reaction is kind of like penetration. Like it's locking in the juices. We all know what the Maillard reaction is, right?
Help me out. Do you give me a better analogy for what it's like the way people have the half of the like growth of the baby is inside and then half is out? Cooking.
Oh, you want it to be not a meat one?
Or actually, you got another meat one.
We have another meat one.
We get another sponsor.
Okay, it's like how you sometimes you boil chicken and then you shred it.
There you go. That's a lot less. Sear was tough.
But like the shredding is, I guess, what it does to your insides if the baby is boiled for too long.
I hope everyone's eating lunch listening to this.
Hey.
Put down the Uncrustable and just listen. Just close your eyes.
Nothing says appetite like boiled shredded chicken though.
Fig. What was it?
Forbidden fig.
The forbidden fig. Wrinkly.
And like those are the things like it's dead wasp larvae on the inside of a fig.
What's up?
Yeah, that's like a thing too. Is that wasp larvae get like wasp lay their eggs in the figs, then the larvae come out and like they're eating the stuff, and that's what makes the fig taste like fig. It's real. It like
Oh, like all the figs.
The inside of the fruit gets changed because of.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I think that's how they get pollinated too. Maybe like something. But
I did not know that.
So it's like kind of like guts inside, and it kind of feels like that with a fig too. Like it.
Oh, that's disgusting. Wasp eggs? That's like the grossest thing to eat.
I think allegedly they're all out by the time you harvest them, like you're supposed to, but it like changes the chemical structure on the inside. So
wow, okay.
That's why it would probably be the forbidden fruit if we had to pick.
Oh, it was full of wasp babies.
Yeah, like God was looking out.
Yeah, he's like,
God, like, hey, I made this kind of process. Just kind of like just see what happened. Like, why not? And it's gross.
honestly, hand up, hand to me. That was on me, guys.
I tried to name it Ick, but Adam kept hearing Fig, and so he had to.
I let him name all the stuff. That's what's funny. There's the whole animal sequence naming last time, which is like, dude, put me there, dude. I have so much fun.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Me and Will were talking about this. What do you think? What animal has the best name?
Best name for what it is?
Or just which one do you like the sound of the most?
Hippopotamus.
Ooh.
And it fits what that thing is.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah.
You know, like,
It's a boop doop and it's big and
hippo.
I feel like they'd make a really impressive P sound if they spoke. It'd be with that mouth that's like fucking all that, dude.
Yes, sure. All hippos are like, inbred from the British royalty. Hippo.
Is it huge overbite or underbite?
Underbite. Huge underbite.
Oh yeah, it's like the two big ones that come.
Yes. Sure. I have killed more people a year than sharks.
You want to come to the watering hole? It's too quick. I can only do like nasty British. I can't do bougie Brit. Right, you lot.
Right, you there.
Get out of the fucking watering hole. And then Adam names him or Eve specifically. At the end, it's like, let's do each other's names. I'm Adam. You're Eve.
Right.
I feel like he's like, I'm so sorry. The way you like politely go, like, I'm so sorry. What's your? I know we've met. What's your name again?
Oh, this is so weird. You're from my rib. Crap.
Yeah. Can I call you Ribby?
Oh wait. Oh no. Okay. I feel like it is in this one.
What are you looking for?
There's a part where like God is talking to Eve, and Eve is like, I didn't laugh, and God's like, yes, you did laugh. Oh, that's just later in Genesis. It's like Abraham's wife. It's my favorite thing. It's got them just going back and forth and being like, did you laugh? And she's like, no, I didn't laugh. It's like, but God knew. It's like, so good.
Let's do that. Let's table that. That's our scene to end the first half. We'll do someone denying that they laughed. But I'm just gonna do the last thing from my chapter here is that God's like, okay, this is fucked up. They can't. Now that they know good and evil, we definitely can't let them eat from the other tree of life. We can't have them live forever. That'd be fucking crazy. To know good and evil forever, dude? Yeah. Fuck, dude. So he's like, okay, they're immortal. Sends them out of the garden. Fuck you. You don't get to live here in this the best part of the Sims map I made. And you gotta go toil. And then he puts winged creatures at the entrance with a flaming, flashing sword to guard the way, which is badass, dude. Like, welcome to the good book, dude. Yeah. All you fucking D&D motherfuckers, this is your daddy.
God's description of things are always so cool. The way it just appears, like, God, pretty creative.
In this translation, it's like, and in the water, it said sea monsters. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's what they think kids would. That's what I want to teach the kids. Oh, yeah. Sea monsters is like.
Dude, when I was a kid, dude, because all they know is the bath. they got little floating stuff.
That's true. So anything in there is gigantic.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do someone denying that they laughed.
I stopped you after class because I wanted to talk to you about something.
What's up?
I misspoke and you laughed when I was speaking during the lesson. I said tridangle.
Oh yeah, I mean, I chuckled. It's kind of funny. It's a funny word, dangle. I mean, I'm not trying to like hate or anything. You said tridangle. I mean, say it.
You laughed in a way that was a disrespectful laugh. No, you intended it to be disrespectful.
No, I don't think, because I think it was pretty respectful. Turtle. I don't think I didn't like throw my head back or roll or anything.
You did both of those things. Yeah, you fell out of your chair. You fell out of your chair.
I didn't pound the ground and hold my sides.
No.
For long.
I think you're just describing exactly what you did. You pounded.
I didn't like make contact with all my friends like I just saw a big dunk. Why would that be?
No, you did. No, you.
I would
did.
Remember that.
And you went, oh, and you were pushing off of them too, and I was.
I think maybe you're kind of projecting because you're embarrassed about it. It's like, which you shouldn't be. People misspeak. You know, this is funny. I just like.
You recorded it and uploaded it with you in the corner pointing at the video as it was playing, as if you were uploading someone else's video, even though it was your video the first time around.
Yeah, you don't know about instant reactions. That's all people do now. You don't even show the original video. You just already are reacting to it. And I'm a lifestyle guy. I have to post about every moment of my waking day or I'm dead.
You tagged my husband in it.
Yeah. He is a huge fan. He's been on my account. He's my top dono. I'm a Twitch streamer as well. I Twitch streamed the whole thing, so it was.
Is that why he texted me?
What do you say?
He texted me and said triangle with a bunch of emojis after, and then sent a GIF of the two people on the Stupid Friday going. Dang.
We already have like the Twitch. What's the thing you can like spam?
the emoticon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I know that. Emojis. It's not emojis.
It's an emote.
Yeah, there's already an emote for it that they're hitting, and it's just like a triangle, and you going like. So you admit it's funny. You just laughed.
Okay.
Come on, it's kind of funny. Triangle. Just say it and try to and just enjoy it. Say triangle. Say it again, but enjoy it.
Triangle.
Hey.
That's a triangle.
This idiot's laughing at his own joke.
No, hey.
What's up? If you're new here, you're probably like, okay, I get the premise, but why is he calling himself Scoochie Boochie? That's because I make music. I do funny rap, kind of like The Lonely Island, and it's really good. Here's 4 bars.
Oh my god, it's Ronnie. Shout out to Ronnie at Outback. I was down bad, now up 20. All of my music is found cash for a crowd that finds butts funny. I'm being zany and lanky. I fuck like a rabbit. I feel like I'm Bugs Bunny.
And there's also a big-time lore component. I'd say my biggest influence in rap is the Magic Treehouse books. Remember those? Mummies in the morning, Dolphins at dawn, Nipples at noon. I do concept albums, each one around a theme. I did an underwater album called The Lost City of Atlantis. I got a space album. I got a fantasy album. They're on Spotify. Check them out. They're really good. I also got some music videos on YouTube that are worth your time. Thanks for listening to Holy Smokes with Scoochie Boochie. Some free ways you can help us out. Hit like, drop a comment, subscribe, leave us a review on Spotify. All those things help out a lot. And if you really want to make sure the show doesn't die, head on over to patreon.com/holysmokespod. We got ad-free full episodes. We'll put your name in the credits if you want. And every month we got a brand new exclusive Patreon video. This month, it's a little 6-pack of Stand Up for Plants. 6 new jokes exclusively on the Patreon. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Let's get back to it.
After you, sir. I'll light the story lamp for you.
Thank you.
What do you got for us?
Today we're talking about Judges 3. The book of Judges generally is just literally a list of all the times that the Israelites messed up. And if you look up reasoning for the book existing, it's just being like no sin goes unpunished. It's literally the whole point of Judges. So
Okay.
it's like a lineage in one, and it's full of just stories of people messing up the whole time,
Goof montage.
which is amazing. Yeah, no, it really is. And that's what's funny about the chapters in this are not broken down by story. So you'll get the first part of this chapter is just continuing to tell a story, and then it ends this chapter with a real quick little epilogue. It's just not just one
Gotcha.
story being it, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serial, like a show, not a movie or something.
Exactly. Yeah. So it starts off with these are all the nations the Lord left to test the Israelites who had not experienced any of the wars in Canaan. So he's like, we did this to teach them what it'd be like if they were in war. So he's bestowing them the gift of warfare. He loves that.
They gotta know these days. Bible times.
Well, that's true, but God created the war. Yeah. So it's always funny that he's like, I know the best system, and it's like, if you have not seen wars yet, I need you to.
You gotta check this shit out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the thing that it starts this story is that the Israelites gave their daughters away in marriage to these people, and then they married these people's daughters too.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so really planting the seeds on race mixing.
For sure.
Yeah, so cool for God. That this is considered bad by the Israelites.
Yeah,
that
don't
the
be doing
Israelites
that.
did this, right? So they forgot the Lord. They were saved.
Like the way you forget your keys. Oh shit, the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord. Well, it's funny because in the translation I was reading, it said they served the Baals and the Asherahs. All these gods they serve, and they're serving the Baals and the Asherahs. It's just off it. It's
the way you say drinking and partying.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, with your Baals, your Asherahs. Yeah, so it's just sort of recounting the story, and then it's they were doing evil, so they did that.
You misspoke, and I laughed at it.
You didn't laugh.
I already tweeted it.
So then, because of this, then they cry out to God. So God puts them in the situation, and then they cry out, and God's like, "I'm gonna send someone to save you."
Okay.
So he sent he raised up for them a deliverer, Othniel, son of Kenaz. Caleb's younger brother. Caleb's younger brother.
Down the street.
Othniel, son of Kenaz.
Kiss ass and parasites.
Kiss ass, parasite. Caleb's younger brother. But then it also said he was the one who saved them, but he was left-handed. which is like hilarious. And
That's tough.
I kind of thought of it as like, is he, left-handed?
Gay?
That's the interpretation that I got out of it, but I don't know.
Is that an old association that used to be a thing?
Oh.
It was definitely like you're not supposed to be left-handed, which is hilarious.
I think it was more demonic than anything else. So I think that's why it's lifted here, but like, demonic. It's like, oh.
Sure.
Yeah. So actually, I lied. Othniel was not the one who was left-handed. He did save some people, though. He went and killed the king in a war.
Okay.
And that's all he gets in the story. He literally saved the people of Israel. And then it's like, so the land had peace for 40 years.
And that was the one Othniel did. You guys know it.
Yeah, exactly. And then we get to the way more interesting one, which is like another person saving him, but he gets a full story out of this.
All right.
And this is Ehud. Ehud gets raised up. He's left-handed.
He's a bucket though.
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
He's like
you have to get Ehud in there. He's coming off the bench, but he's giving you a solid 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, Othniel had a good career. He had like a 10-year career.
Yeah, Othniel, like, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, but because like there weren't that many.
He was on some good teams. He was never the guy.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, he only had to beat the Cushan Rishathaim, king of Aram.
Which is like asterisk.
Well, and it's a hyphenated name, so he's probably Canadian.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. They take their mom and their dad's last name, so then it's just like, it's hyphenated.
Like more often than not? Is it pretty common
I think now
in
it's
Canada?
pretty common now, yeah. Yeah, so, you got your Cushan Rishathaim. There's like Toronto king.
Sorry.
Took him out, yeah. So that was easy. So that's, we can't give him that much credit. Yeah. But Ehud, absolutely. Israelites cried out to the Lord, and he gave them a deliverer, Ehud, a left-handed man. They sent him. Now it says that Ehud had made a double-edged sword about 1.5 feet long. Was he striped?
Actually, I have a yardstick.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah. So he makes this double-edged sword. Also, that sounds like a euphemism to me too for this left-handed boy.
You're just horny. Stop.
It's a double-edged sword. But he straps this 1.5 foot knife to his upper thigh.
Oh, I love this one. Now I just realized what this story is, and I'm so pumped. So 1.5 feet. I'm gonna keep this in front of in the camp. So this is. So there's 1, and then 2 would be what, 24. So like, look, I'm not good at math.
18.
18 inches. So it's a sword from the table from to here.
On his thigh.
Right on the thigh. Damn, yeah, pretty big. That would be. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Keep that fucking strap on me, dude.
Exactly. You gotta get.
He was either had long thighs or he was on tippy toes.
Yeah. It did say he was left-handed and huge, long legs. Long upper leg, yeah. It didn't bend well. So that he does this, right? He ties this thing, or he puts it under his clothes. He goes to Eglon, king of Moab, and he brings him a gift. And he's like, this is a tribute from our people. And then they start to leave, and he's like, it's like Chekhov's gun, double-edged sword. It's going to come in somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's not. And so then, and then he goes, I actually have a secret message for you to the king. So when like the guards have left to go like return, he's like acting like he's gonna leave, and then he's like, but I got a secret message for you, and he's like, no, tell me the secret message. And he's like, God told me to do this, or God gave me this message for you, and pulls out the double-edged sword from him. Now this king was a very fat man. He was very large. It says in here. Let me find the exact verse.
Yeah, I need a source on that one.
It says who was a very fat man. I'm telling you, it's Eglon, king of Moab, who was a very fat man. So he says, "I have a message from God for you." Right? Badass. Pulls out the double-edged sword, plunges it into the king's belly. Now, remember, he being fat. The handle sank in after the blade, and the blade came out his back. But the fat closed over it. He did not pull out the sword, and the fat closed over it. So he stabs this man. Also, double-edged sword, in my head, means it's sharp on both sides. That's not what it means.
Doesn't?
It means it's sharp on like both sides, but there's still a handle. In my head, it's like
there's
blades coming out. I thought it was blades coming out from both sides.
Both ends?
Yes. Double-ended, I guess.
Like Darth Maul?
Yeah, and then every time I get to literally, I've read this multiple times, and every time I get to that, I'm like, right, a handle. But I keep thinking in my head, double-edged sword.
He went, ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, and it's like
it's all
stabbing.
edges.
If he sits down at all, it's like stabbing his leg. Yeah, so it's not.
He's like, do you guys have a long Band-Aid?
I get the scratch on my leg all the time.
Yeah,
Allergies.
you're dripping blood out of your denim.
Yeah. The pollen really gets to my legs this time of year.
Makes them bleed.
Yeah. Okay, so then
Sword all the way in.
sword all the way in.
Left-handed.
Then Ehud went out to the porch and shut the doors in the upper room behind him and locked them. Okay, so he's leaving the scene. Okay, then after he had gone, the servants came and found the doors of the upper room locked, and they went, he must be relieving himself in the inner room of the house.
Yeah.
He's on the toilet. They think he's pooping, right?
Dude, and those are some literally kingly shits, dude. He's eating the best of anyone around, dude.
And he's huge, like, yeah. So,
Ploppers, dude.
so
Fucking
this is, yeah.
Panakuchens.
And it's like, though I'm sure the toilets, like the old like castle toilets, those where it's
just
one
falls
big
down.
tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like bricked. So yeah,
This is a gross thought, but I feel like with those things, especially if there's a lid on the top, if you're on the top floor when you open that thing up, that's like 3 floors of like shit smell, like all come back up to you. Like I bet you have to open that thing in advance, let that thing breathe a little bit.
God. Yeah,
I hope everyone's eating while they watch this.
people would climb in and attack from those things. They would try to climb up those.
There's got to be a good pun for that, like a shit ambush, like a like on the loo under John, the commode. That's one commode.
Yeah, commode actually sounds like
the commode commando.
Oh yeah, the commode commando. Okay, so they see the lock. They're like, been here. Let him do his thing. Then they waited to the point of embarrassment.
They went Code Brown.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing because it was like, all right, dude, you've been in there a while.
Let's do that scene right now. Can we do that scene? Those two guys.
Yeah. Shit.
I don't want
to say anything to them.
I'm just trying to remember who knocked last time because I swear it was me pretty recently. And it can't be my turn.
No, you know it was neither of us.
No way.
It was Gilgamesh, and now he's gone.
Fuck.
They got him. I don't want to knock. Dude, this king takes these massive dumps, and he blames it on us if we're saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He wants us to check on his health.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you give us a job of like you're the king's doctors. If the king's first guys, if you die, it's so on us. We're so dead.
Yeah.
You have, and I don't know how to say this, health risks. You got health risks out the waz.
It's pre-diabetic. It's got to be.
You know, I told him the other day. I said, look, you know how some people have pre-diabetes? Okay, you have diabetes.
Yeah, it's nice, but he doesn't listen.
No.
In fact, he kills us.
Yeah, that's why Gilgamesh got smoked.
It smells different.
This
smells different than normal. I would be embarrassed too.
Oh my god.
That's a smell that smells like an animal has passed.
I feel bad for the scooper.
Oh God. Yeah, remember
long day for him.
I knew a scooper. Big forearms. Huge.
Yeah, I was like, give him a shovel for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So they wait to the point. Just far.
He's like, I pictured like the Poopsmith from Star Runner.
Yep.
Which I feel like, I don't know why, but it's kind of Christian canon. Like a lot of Christian post-Christian kids I know fucking know about Teen Girl Squad, Strong Bad, Homestar Runner.
I guess it was just like a wholesome animation type of thing.
Yeah.
Like they weren't Christian, you know, like there's
right.
But yeah.
But they're not like nice cleavage marzipan. Like it's on the up and up.
Yeah. It's more,
I'm gonna come like that. They never did a blue Homestar Runner.
Yeah, with Hamsar. Call me daddy. With Coach Z would be.
Back that ass up, bitch. The Coach Z.
He does everything. He is in the shoulder. Like,
Smoke a
my
blunt.
name is Coach Z.
And fucking bums like suck my dick.
I don't want to be sucking your dick. What was that? That was not, in my head, it was Homestar. That's the finish.
Yeah, well, Strong Bad.
Homestar.
I feel like Strong Bad has for sure dropped F-bombs just because of the energy he has.
Oh, yeah.
But like, with the guy with the, fucking.
Homestar 109.
Damn it is, yeah. Literally suck my nuts Strong Bad.
Yeah, so they wait to the point of embarrassment, right? Then they see that they open the door finally and they see he's dead. So they're probably just like, I told you.
Fucking knew it.
I told you. This
Bro,
guy.
Oh my god, you're right. Who saw him first? Are we liable? Are we suspects? Jeez.
No.
Wait, where's that lefty?
Wait, why is he bleeding from his ass?
Oh god.
The sword went out the back of his body.
You couldn't even see the sword.
They couldn't see
He
it, but
thought
they
he
could see
just-
it bleeding.
I mean,
Like
that did happen.
hemorrhoided.
Literally, Will's
Yeah.
last story was about. It's funny that I'm doing
Yeah, that's what I'm
back
saying.
to back, just like ass falling out.
As soon as you mentioned that, I'm like, and not in this version, but the one I read, it talks about his bowels being dismembered.
Dude, big shout out to like the first people I thought to have on this podcast. Some of my closest friends were both like, okay, I got a good butt one. Because you know me, you know what delights me.
Also, so in my version too, it says that his bowels released. So there's two ways to think about that. It could be that he shit everywhere, and then he would smell even worse. If it's like, I feel like a shit that you don't control probably smells worse. I kind of do actually.
Especially because then he would have smashed it probably. It's probably not in like contained pellets at that point. Because he rolled and he's huge. So it's like a
exactly. Yeah, so
firework on the road.
So depending on which, I wonder what the precious moments.
Yeah, pop up with a PM, dude.
Yeah, he said he pulled the dagger with his left hand and shoved it so far into his stomach that even the handle was buried in his fat. He left the dagger there. So no, they don't even mention it in here.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, and then they waited until they felt foolish, is how this one says. Until they felt foolish.
We feel stupid, bro. Also, shout out to you for being able to pull that up so quickly because Will, bless his heart, I was like, it's Genesis 2. I was like, do you have it? And he's like, sure. And he went to Genesis 22. And I was like, okay, so we're pretty far. You're looking for the big number. That guy's going to hell, dude. He's
okay, let's do that right now where it's a youth pastor trying to help someone get to a section of the Bible.
Okay, yeah.
All right, bud. You're going to go to Psalms?
Okay.
All right. Psalms are like God's poems. You like songs, right? You like to sing? All right. You're in the New Testament. So why don't you go back to the Old Testament? That's going to be the front half of the book.
Okay.
It's actually a lot longer than one half. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm in Exodus. Where do I go?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right at the beginning. It gets so good, bud. Go a little bit farther. You're looking for the Samuels, the Kings.
I'm still in Exodus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think mine's all Exodus.
I don't think you want to go one page at a time. That's a lot of pages. Okay.
Okay. All right. What do you say, Psalm? Okay, I found P Psalm. Is it later?
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, you found it. That's right. Okay, we're looking for Psalm 27.
Okay.
Nope, you're going to page 27. No.
Nope.
No, it's Psalm 27.
Okay.
But okay.
Okay.
Hey, bud. Why don't you let me find it for you, huh?
Okay. Can I just pick one?
Oh God. Okay. Hey.
You said how it's for us. Can I just pick one? I'll just pick one. I want to see how it ends.
That's you're in Revelation.
I want to see how it ends.
All right.
The 7 angels now got ready to blow their trumpets. When the first angel blew his trumpet, hail and fire mixed with blood were thrown down on the earth. A third of the earth, a third of the trees, and a third of all green plants were burned. Can I game?
Yeah.
That truly was the first verse I flipped in Revelation.
Hell yeah.
That book is lit.
Yeah. But that's it for that's it for chapter 3. Except my favorite thing is that this whole story's going on, right?
Yeah.
And then Ehud gets like a send off. He's like, "Follow me," and like doing all this stuff. And then there's a full story that's condensed into one verse at the end of this chapter, and it's the story of Shamgar. So Ehud's thing is stabbing a guy until he shits himself and dies, right?
Yep.
This is Shamgar. He was the son of Anath, who struck down 600 Philistines with an ox goad. That's it.
That's all we get for that
all
one?
we get. It's the coolest story of all time.
It's
He takes an ox
300, but one guy.
Yeah. And then, exactly. And then the verse goes, he too saved Israel.
Bro, give us that one.
Yeah. Incredible. He kills 600 Philistines.
Is an
with
ox goad like a stick you poke ox with? Like a whip or a stick?
Yeah, yeah.
If it's a whip, that's brutal. It's like
Well,
it's over 600 guys. The arms just yoked. He's got big forearms.
He's got big forearms. He was a scooper. Yeah, but I just love this. This one's like, they really love this story of this king, and then there's this real action scene going on a generation later, and they just skip over it.
Bro, give us the Jedi.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's wild.
He's one of the main gods. He's got the...
he's
oh my
a top
God.
guy. He made it to the book of Judges as someone who saved Israel, and all he gets is, he also saved Israel.
You know what that is? It's like, Ellicot's like, tell that one. He's like, no, it's time for bed. Next time. And it's like, you gotta be good if you want to hear that story.
But they don't even, chapter 4 doesn't even talk about it.
What a tease, bro.
Isn't that crazy? That's not a preview. It is one story condensed to a sentence.
It's also funny. Well, let's explore how that might have gone down. So 600 is so many people. Like, what size of a venue is that?
Was that a venue?
Yeah, or like a room.
Like a
600
Shuba's Tavern.
Yeah, like a decent-sized bar concert place. Maybe bigger than a bar. 600 is kind of a lot.
600. Okay, so like.
I feel like Shuba's can't fit 600.
If they did like a movie on Wrigley Field?
What do you think
bigger
Music
than
Box
600?
holds?
Less, right?
Than 600?
Oh, total, I guess, between all the theaters?
Yeah. Anyways, it's a lot of people. So imagine you're at the back of that many people, and you see like, and you like words getting spread like it's just one guy.
Yeah, dude. This is,
with an ox gun.
someone's got to take him out by the time we get up there.
Yeah, I don't. Let's do that. We're at the back of that line. Yeah, well, I'm just glad I'm not in the front today.
Oh, God. Did you hear him? That's crazy.
And we're the same two guys from earlier, somehow. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I just feel like it was we switched from King's doctors to soldiers, and this feels way safer, honestly.
Yeah, this is nuts, dude. And I'm down here, and it's like a whole generation later, you know. And I'm like, we got a good king this time.
Good king.
One who takes care of himself.
Yes.
You know, I'm feeling really good about this.
This line is moving though.
We're going. Yeah.
We're like, because we used to be by that tree, and now we're like, I feel like we're halfway to where.
I thought I'd be in after lunch.
Okay, it's getting louder over there. Like screams.
Is that a whip?
Yeah, it's like he's got usually whip oxens with that.
That's.
Oh, he whipped the shit out of that guy. Oh. Whoa. Indiana Jones over there. Thank God we're not medics. We're soldiers who are trained as doctors.
Perfect.
We are not medics. Right in the sweet spot.
We were soldier guards, trained as doctors. Now we're on the front line of a different guy.
Yeah, we're really close to the front line. Oh, okay. Should we go together?
All right. Hey, I love being next to you.
Hey, back at you. We shake left-handed.
Are you?
I always wondered if you
Wait a minute.
And then we both die.
we come around both at the same time.
Pops head off. 600 kills with a whip would take all day, bro. It's like blah 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 blah. That's 10 for you. You're done. Blah 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 blah.
It's like a fake pretend. Like, I shot you. You're down. No, I got you. You're down.
You didn't whip me.
I got you with the whip. I definitely touched you with the whip. Sit down.
Dude, one time we did a just friends PowerPoint thing, and I did a bit about like storming the castle. And I was like, what you want? The strategy is like a phalanx, you know, like group of guys. And they all have whips. Just had like 30 guys.
The people in the back are like,
all getting tangled up and shit. But you don't want to go anywhere near it. There's just whips everywhere.
One of my characters for like the showcase, the only time I did the showcase was a teacher who's too enthusiastic about doing a live shooter drill, an active shooter drill. And so then he like rolls in, and then he's like, I had a real Nerf gun, and I was shooting him. Boom! I got you. You're dead. I got you. It's like
you got to react. You didn't react.
It's gonna be tactical, okay? You never know what the situation is going to be, and then it's like, I shot you. You actually no, I did. And then it's like people are like, how do we know if we're dead? It's a great question. So then he pulls out a kazoo as to be gunshots. He's like, this could be triggering for some of you because it sounds like a gun. And then woo, woo. You're down. I shot you. You gotta play dead. And they're like, no, actually, I have a shield on, so your bullets bounce off of mine.
Yeah.
The teacher's doing this back.
The kid who had the other people over and makes all the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
See this? You can take chalk dust and into their eyes. Remember that. You're fine. I didn't get it in your eyes. Stop crying. Dude, thank you so much for doing this. Do you happen to have anything you want to plug or?
No.
It doesn't have to be something you do. Something you want them to check out. Plug anything in the world.
I would like to plug the address. I want to plug the giver of this Bible.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
This is my precious moments Bible.
You gave him a Michael Caine.
I told you I can only do down and dirty British. I cannot do.
The Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. They forgot the Lord their God and served the Baals and Ashtaroth.
I like how it's got pictures.
This one's got little bitty people in there.
I like how this one's got a picture what looks
Oh,
like
this one's got the child of God in there.
It's got looks like Rivendell like that. I like elves.
Oh man, in Judges 4 there's a character named Barak.
We'll just have to have you back for Barry O, dude. Can't wait.
Holy smoke, holy smoke, holy smoke.